Yo! Get on this highway first. Hope y'all doing good during this cold snap. It's actually chilly today. It says it's 20. I think Google says it feels like 10 or 11. So it feels like winter. You know, I can say that much. It definitely do. I got this big old jacket. I'm gonna be burning up on this drive, but that's okay. So today I just want to talk a little bit about why I picked CT4-V Blackwing over what seems like a million options, right? Just what drew me to this car, how ultimately settled on it, what led me to it, everything else I considered, and stuff like that. So with the Blackwing, I guess, you know, other cars that are in this class, category, segment, whatever you want to call it, there's a couple of competitors, and I ain't really checked them out except for like one or two. You know, as far as price point, features, performance, stuff like that. There's a truck trying to stop everybody in the middle of the road right now. Okay. But what are you doing, bro? Okay, he's trying to shut the lane down. The traffic. Just shutting it down. Please stay over there. Thank you. These trucks be doing whatever they want, bro. Leave that behind. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, there's one or two vehicles, I guess, in the segment that's comparable to it, as far as, like, you know, the reviewers and the magazines try to say. One of them is the BMW M3. Now, if you don't know what that looks like, is this one right here. Yeah, that one with the big ugly grill. I'm not a fan of it. I know it's a love-hate thing. I do not like it at all. And I've never really been a BMW fan. I like this vehicle over here, though. Let me get to that one. I've never been a BMW fan. I never grew up saying, oh, I wanted a Beamer. I want to get one. I want to buy one. You know, it's never really appealed to me. Probably because the negative connection they have. You know, only a-holes drive BMW, at least up north. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't even a consideration for me. Like, I didn't even think about it. You know, another car that I guess you can kind of put in the same category is the Audi, the RS5. So that was going for a reasonable price. Like, less than a year and a half ago, you could get one used for about, you know, 60K or whatever. Those are really nice cars. And I actually drove an Audi when they had refreshed it back in like 2015, I think, when they put the digital dash in there. I think that's when I had drove it. And that was my first time driving an Audi or whatever. And I fell in love with it. I did. Like, it was just so smooth. It stuck to the road. It was quiet. The sound system for stock, because it's like Bang & Olufsen, it was so good. The power band was smooth. You know, I was like, okay, I might want a luxury car in the near future. You know what I'm saying? So the RS5, you know, is a more beefed up version of that. So I had definitely considered it, just at the price point and all the performance that it comes with. But then I thought, you know, maintaining a German car is always going to be pricey, and it can be a headache just trying to work on it on your own. Like, they don't make it easy at all. You know, if I wanted to take that chance of working on my car, because I like to know my car inside and out, you know. So I kind of left that alone. And another decision I had to make when I was car shopping, like, I've been car shopping for a couple years. I actually would have been a completely different vehicle, but that turned into some BS. I don't even want to talk about that or think about it, because it's too early. The sun's not even up, and I don't want to get my blood pressure up this high so early. But I also had to come to the decision if I wanted to keep my Camaro, or if I wanted to trade it in, or if I wanted to sell it. You know, I had to make that decision. So after a while, I figured, yeah, I do want to hold on to it, just because it was my first Camry, like the refresh, like the 2021, just to have like literally as a low-key beater. Like that was gonna be another option. It was, you know, they so cheap compared to this or an Audi or anything like that. So I test drove it. It's cool, but it's a Toyota. Like, I'm not trying to knock it, but it's not as quiet or, you know, as luxurious as the Caddy or the Audi or Lexus, you know, those type of cars. So I was like, okay, I got a little bouginess in me. I can't just settle, you know. So another car I thought about was the CT4-V. They discontinued that in 2019. I was checking them out. They was reasonably priced as well. Even used like right before COVID hit. I had checked some out. The only thing is when you buy a used car, you kind of have to settle with what's around, right? And the CT4-V, they didn't have that many hanging around to begin with. And you know me, I want it fully loaded. I want it with everything. I don't like white cars. I don't like black cars. So I was looking for that exclusive GM candy apple red, which was very hard to find. So I was like, so I'm just like, okay, I can take my time, do what I need to do, and see what pops up. And 2020 hit, and COVID, you know, that hit us hard. It hit everybody hard. And the thought of buying a car was pushed to the back of my mind, just with everything that was going on. I didn't even care about shopping for no car, buying for no car for a majority of the year, you know. And then GM announced the Blackwing, what was that, like end of 2020? And then they unveiled it February of last year. So when they unveiled it, you know, you had the 250 reservations, which sold out. I didn't even get to be a part of that because it kind of happened quick. I feel like GM didn't spend enough time announcing it. So I didn't even get in on that. Regular order banks did not open until, I want to say, the end of June, early July. And I ordered mine end of July. I got it in November. So that was almost a year-long process just from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? But what drew me to this car was it being GM. It's a perfect complement to the Camaro still being in the same domestic family. The looks, the feel, everything, it's a great match. You know, I've driven a lot of cars. I've looked at the Hellcats. They don't interest me. Hellcats are fun to drive, but like I said, I wanted more luxury, and those are far from it. Very far from it. Like I said, they cool to drive, but to own it, no, I really have no interest in that. So, but in terms of, you know, performance and looks and luxury, this has it all. It has all the creature features. It's brand new, so I was able to customize and put on there what I want. It doesn't have a bunch of unnecessary things that I didn't ask for, and it fits me well. It really do. I can honestly say I'm so happy to be back in four doors. Like, just a little background. I had my Camaro for 7 years. Y'all see and hear how rowdy that is. I've driven it, you know, long commutes to work. I don't know how I dealt with it. I really don't. I'm like, how did I deal with this car for so long? But I somehow was able to do it. I'm just trying to get over y'all, just multitasking. Finally a red light so I can like stop and talk. That Porsche was nice. Porsches are cool. They cool. I don't mind them at all. Oh, it's Cadillac behind us. Cadillac season. I've been seeing a lot of Cadillacs. And that's another thing, like the Blackwing or whatever, the CT4, you don't see much of them. Like, if you couldn't tell, I don't like to get or do what everybody else is doing. It's a lot of Dodge. That's the Camry almost bought. It's a lot of Dodge. It's a lot of Mustangs. It's a lot of the same cars in certain categories, you know what I'm saying? This one I've yet to see another one on the road. And if I do, it'll probably just be in black and white, you know, standard Cadillac colors or whatever. So this one really stands out, and that's what I like the most about it. It's just completely different from everything else that you see. It's the second Porsche. It must be Porsche Friday. You know, I like this big body Lexus. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it, but them things are nice. Like the F Sport, I like those too. As you can see, I ain't biased. Like, I keep an open mind. Even when I was shopping for my Camaro, I kept an open mind. You know, I'm not gonna omit any options, because ain't nobody paying me money. It's the other way around. GMC gang. So, but yeah, that's ultimately what led me to it, was just the options. It's brand new. I've never had a brand new car before. It's pretty rare. And one thing that someone said that really stuck out to me when you car shopping: don't look for all-in-one. You know, people, they want speed, they want, you know, all the features, they want convenience, they want a quiet cabin, they want 600 horsepower, they want it to be 50K. Like, you're not gonna get an all-in-one package. You're gonna have to compromise somewhere. If you want stupid fast ignorance, you go and get a Hellcat, but don't expect it to be quiet. Don't expect it, you know, to have the more luxurious touches like an AMG would. You know what I'm saying? And if you want an AMG, don't expect to pay 50K for it. You know, so that part really stuck out to me. Which, when I said I was gonna stick to my Camaro, I knew I'd have to get something that is obviously just way more comfortable, way more of a daily driver than another vehicle that's going to be loud and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Not this line straight, but that's okay. Hey, security guy. I like him. I feel like he watches my car, especially when I'm in this reserve spot. You know. But yeah, just a little video I'm sharing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like driving on Fridays. It'd be so dead. Everybody be home on Fridays. That's the good part. Oh yeah, and they giving us breakfast, so I gotta get up here before it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was just a little background on how I ended up here. It was a long journey. Like I said, I want to say this journey started, no joke, like 2019, like mid 2019 is when it started. And I blame COVID for really delaying, you know, everything. But at the same time, it's kind of good it happened, because that's how I ended up here. Because if I bought a COVID car, I probably would have held on to it. Because as you see, I kept my Camaro so long. I'm not the type to be switching up cars like that. It's a hard decision. It's a costly decision, and I'm happy with it. You know, I could not be happier. Got my beanie on. I'm step out in this cold. You know what I'm saying? But as always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And until next time, peace.